Hey everybody, Dallisa Hawking here, fifth generation psychic medium and the CEO of Spirit and Spark. We're about to get started. Share this link with your friends, your family, encourage them to jump on. We've got a really great show ahead. I'm going to be talking about the energy themes, what we can expect to probably feel this week. Jasmine's going to jump on and give us her astrological weather report for the week ahead. And Christina is going to give away free class passes. You don't want to miss this. Oh, you can tell I've had a long weekend. All right, we're about to get started. Here we go. All right, do me a favor and let me know, where are you tuning in from? I hope everybody had a wonderful Labor Day weekend. I'm coming to you live here Tuesday on September 7th. Lots of stuff going on. Hello to everybody who came and saw me for a session in Henderson, Nevada. Over 20 people, and you came as far as Utah and Colorado, and of course a lot of locals came out to see me for a session. So thank you to everybody. It was a lot of fun, and I'm probably going to be slightly tongue-tied this morning as I try to wake up from all of those sessions. So Jasmine, as I mentioned, is going to be coming on here in just a couple of minutes. And then Christina will give away free class passes, so make sure you stay tuned for that. If everything goes according to plan, and Jasmine thinks it will, no pressure, Jasmine. If everything goes how it should, I will be broadcasting from a brand new location next week. Next week's show will be a little delayed because I've got some stuff I'm taking care of. More to come on that. Yes, that's called a tease. But next week's show will be on Wednesday. So just a heads up on that. But send me well wishes that everything just kind of works out. I've got lots of wheels in motion. So more to come on that. If you're not following us on Instagram, I would recommend it. Psychic Dallisa is my page. Spirit and Spark is the main page for the company. I've also included Christina and Jasmine's handles there in the banners below. So make sure you go follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Spark Plug members, your video is in the portal. It's a good one. I love numerology, and Numerology by Dale. He's fantastic. Follow him on Instagram as well. And I basically took what he was saying about the September numerology and did a synopsis for you and made a video. So that's in your Spark Plug member portal. If you're not yet a member, go to spiritandspark.com, click on the Spark Plug and join us. You won't want to miss what Dale has to say. So Numerology by Dale, I think you'll really like him. Okay, so as I mentioned, Jasmine's going to be jumping on in a moment, and she's going to do our astrological weather report, what you can expect from the planets and what they're doing, their transits, their motions. But I just want to give you first what I am getting for like your overall themes for this week, and then we'll bring Christina on to give away her free class pass to everybody watching. So here we go. For this week ahead, expect more energy around self-care and wellness. It's actually a really, really good time to kickstart like some kind of new diet or a workout plan. I meant to sign up for a new app that telecasts, or however, like puts it on your TV screen yesterday because they're having a sale and I forgot. So I'm obviously off to a great start this week with that one. But it's great for anything having to do with like mentally, physically. So if you want like a life coach, or heck, if you want to work with somebody like Christina to do hypnotherapy to unlock your subconscious mind, it's actually really great energy to start a new program around wellness this week. So kick yourself into high gear and get that stuff done. You will likely feel like you're going to be nurturing yourself, hopefully. Other people might feel like a warmth of a blanket of energy this week. Just kind of, how can I give to you? How can I give to myself? Which is always great, right? Being practical and not being overly critical and getting your projects over the finish line. Be sure to pause, think, and reflect before fully executing any plans that you have on the table. So like they're showing me right now in my mind's eye, the Temperance card from the tarot deck. And for me, that card is about like taking a breath, kind of looking at everything, weighing your options. So you might feel a little bit of a need to slow down this week while you've got a lot of stuff going on, and just make sure you know what you're saying yes to. All right. there's going to be some stuff around like radiating beauty and charm. And so if you're feeling like you want to get dressed up or put some lipstick on, even if it's for a virtual date, it would be a great week to do that. I do feel there's going to be some energy around endings and chapters closing, but not to worry. I feel like a lot of doors will be opening up here soon, and maybe Jasmine will have more to share on that. But I do think that we're going to be leveling up and people will be stepping more into leadership roles and roles of authority, okay? If your molehills start turning into mountains, take that step back, take that breath, take that pause, and understand what it is you can do next. You'll also likely feel a little extra sensitive later in the week. Don't worry. But I want you to ask yourself this week, what is creating pleasure for me? And unlocking a deepening within yourself and what you want, what you need. It's kind of that beautiful time of like that charm, that beauty, and just self-expression. I keep seeing like Venus and the Empress card. It's like, how are you nurturing yourself and other people and what you want out of this life? However, I would warn you, watch your jealousy, obsession, and resentment this week. That energy is a little bit higher. Proceed with caution because I feel like this week it could feel like someone's trying to like get their claws in you or you getting your claws into someone else. So that's a low frequency. So just watch and how that manifests this week. Watch the jealousy, okay? Don't say I didn't tell you. All right, many people will likely quit their jobs this month, and I'm sure some of you watching are among that group of people. So I do coach people on transitioning out of their jobs and starting their own businesses, so keep that in mind. I know some of my clients I saw over the last few days were like, I need help, I'm starting my own business. It feels like so many people are deciding they're going to exit out of the 9-to-5 and start their own companies, and so I'm excited for all of you. Okay. It's never too late for a second chance. Almost done with my list here, and then we'll jump over to Christina. What would you like to begin or to start over again right now? So where are your new beginnings, and where do you maybe think there's something that you're like, gosh, I wish I would have done that differently, kind of like a redo. So there's energy around new starts. Use the energy that's really potent right now to make that happen. And you're likely, you might be feeling like you're going through a midlife crisis. You can comment and let me know if you feel like sharing that, if you feel like you're going through a midlife crisis or the people around you are. So just ride the wave. It's just going to feel like people are, I think of it as like people going out and buying a new Corvette. Except I don't know if they're necessarily buying Corvettes because there's this chip shortage, so cars are hard to come by. But you get the idea. So a way to work with this energy may be taking a class online, like a yin yoga or a kundalini. I love kundalini and I love chanting. I feel like that's really going to move the energy this week for you. And listen to music that lights up your heart. Pick a playlist that you like listening to. I'll be doing some stuff around the office today, and I'll have that music cranked up, and I'm going to treat it like a time to get productive. So for me, that's like really upbeat, happy music. So make a playlist this week of things that you want to listen to when you feel like, you know what, I'm just going to break down this wall and keep going. So listen to music that's going to help you shift that frequency and that vibration. So I'm going to go ahead with that and bring Christina on. And then after we talk to Christina, Jasmine's going to talk about astrology. And then I'm going to pull your card for the week. So stay tuned. We are far from over. Christina, welcome.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. So you are graciously giving everybody a free class pass. And for those of the people that watch it, we get people every week that are brand new to Spirit and Spark, and they find us on YouTube. What do you do? Can you just tell everybody what you specialize in?
Sure. I specialize in deep hypnotherapy, life coaching. I've just added chakra clearing and Reiki sessions, but it's all based in this deep hypnotherapy work to just get to the root of what's going on and move on so you can just really live the life you're meant to live.
I love it. I love it. Christina and I were supposed to be in Costa Rica next month together, and that trip is not happening. So yeah, we still get to connect over Zoom though, which is a lot of fun. So you are giving everybody watching this video a free class pass to your class on Thursday night. And it's about raising your frequency, raising your vibration. Because my belief is, and I used to talk about this on my show, my stage show in Vegas, I would always tell people, I'm like, you have to raise your frequency in order to break it up, to get clarity, to know what to do next, to have, greater connection with your intuition, to feel like you're on the right track. So I see it as like this frequency scale, and we're kind of down here living like the human life. And sometimes when we're feeling really down, it drops. But universal source, conscious energy is up here. So the more that we can raise our frequency, the more we feel connected to all there is. And I know you're teaching this class, and it's a meditation, right? To raise your frequency.
It is. It's a free guided hypnosis meditation. So it's really going to be a deep process. But when I was thinking about what did I want to offer this month, it just was so obvious to me because, like you said, it's so easy to go down here. And I just know we can raise our own vibration, but when we do it together, it's even that much better. So I wanted to just create an opportunity. I love what you said about a blanket. So it's kind of my offering to put a warm blanket about everyone and just sit in gratitude and peace and trust your intuition, feel your heart. It's 30 minutes. And so I hope everyone joins. It's no charge, 6 p.m. on Thursday, September 9th, Pacific time. Invite your friends, family, anyone that you feel might be, what is this meditation or hypnosis thing? They can sit on, put some headphones in and feel good.
I love that so much. The image of like having this blanket over the top of you and taking 30 minutes for yourself and doing something that your higher self, your soul is going to thank you for. Yeah. And it's at 6:00 Pacific, 9:00 Eastern this Thursday. So I'm going to show everybody real quick how they're going to redeem this. And the easiest way for everybody watching, if you have friends, family, coworkers that you're like, I think they'd really need just to take a time out for 30 minutes and give back to themselves. Share this video with them and let them know that Christina comes on just a couple minutes in, and they'll go to the website, or whoever's watching that wants the free class pass. You go to spiritandspark.com and click on contact. I'll show you how to do that in a second. On the form, just say, I want to go to Christina's class. And I'll know what you mean because I'm the one looking at all the requests. And I'll connect you with Christina over email. She'll give you all the details. It's as easy as that. So here's what it looks like. So spiritandspark.com, click on contact in the menu, scroll down, and you will see the form and just say, I want to go to Christina's class. It is that easy. Yeah. And if you don't see the email, it's probably in your spam folder. So check there.
And everyone does need to register so they get the Zoom link. So
yeah, so I would recommend doing it now. Like, don't delay, don't forget. So just go on the website, take 15 seconds and ask to go to Christina's class. One more thing I want to mention before we bring Jasmine on and before we let Christina go. Christina, I feel like I need this class. So Christina's doing a 21-day program about being ready for love. Yep. And tell everybody what this is.
You're ready. All right. So it is called Ready for Love. It's a 21-day program. It includes a hypnotherapy session, follow-up, worksheet, live calls. It's a group together, but a lot of individual work. But, it's for someone who a lot of things are going well in their life, but they're sick and tired of having relationships that go nowhere. They're not the right one, and they are ready. They're ready to grab that right relationship. They know they're worth it, but it's not happening. So this is going to help them break through that. I've done other 21-day programs. They're a lot of fun. You meet people, but you do a lot of introspection, and launching it off with hypnotherapy is a different way to do something. And it's a great way to dive deep and kind of a launch pad.
I love it. You've got a couple of spots that are half off for Spark Plug members that will be in their member portal. But the regular price, is really inexpensive. I don't want to tell you to raise your price, but I think one day you will, because these are going to sell out. So how much is regular price for the 21-day program?
Yeah, so it's $55. And like I said, it's 2 live sessions. One is 90 minutes hypnotherapy. The other's an hour, a workbook, weekly follow-up by me, I call these expansion opportunities, little exercises that you can do. I'm available for feedback. I gave everybody one-on-one feedback. So it's a great deal. And there's 10 passes for Sparkplug members. I think a few of them have been used already for half off.
Cool. So Sparkplug members, check your member portal. And yeah, this will be full. I know so many of my clients and myself that are looking for love. And so I think you're going to fill all of your spots really, really quickly.
Who doesn't want love?
Everybody, like, who doesn't, right?
Yes.
And even if you're in a relationship, like maybe if you're going through some tough times, you're trying to figure out how to effectively love or communicate, you can still take this class. It's anybody that's really ready and wants to deepen that love with themselves and with another person. Yeah. When does it start?
Oh, I'm sorry. It starts Thursday, September 16th. And that call starts at 6 p.m. That's the launch call, and it ends on October 6th, 21 days later.
Okay, cool. And for more information, you can go to spiritandspark.com, click on the class calendar. Sparkplug members, go to the information in your own portal, please. And yeah, anything else you want to add? How do you feel about the week?
I feel great, and I think it's a perfect time for that Raise Your Vibration meditation this week. Sounds great.
Yeah, you always like. Yeah, your timing is always divine, just like all of ours. You know, we need to remember that we got to release control and nurture ourselves. And so I agree, your Thursday night meditation, the free class pass, perfect timing. So everybody should be going on to that contact page on the website and asking to go to Christina's class. So Christina, thanks for jumping on this morning.
Thanks for having me. Take care, everyone.
Right. Thanks. We'll see you soon. All right. Okay, we're going to bring Jasmine on. Let me just take a quick peek at, I know. KTL saying, Christina's wonderful. I totally agree. Eileen from San Antonio. KTL's asking if there'll be a recording. Christina, can you give me thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up. There's a yes. There'll be a recording. She's still backstage. All right, beautiful. Oh, Las Vegas, Charity, Nevada, Henderson, Nevada, Nikki, beautiful. Okay, let's see. Yeah, hello, everybody. Oh, we've got Samantha from Wyoming. We've got Suzette from Florida. Oh, Pennsylvania. Hello. Oh, beautiful. Blanca, Reno, Carmel, San Diego, Michelle from New Mexico. We have people from all over. Cheryl from Wisconsin. I love this so very much. So keep your comments coming in. Let us know where you're tuning in from. All right, Jasmine. Here you go. All right, Jasmine, tell us who you are first, what you kind of specialize in, because I know we have a lot of people watching that are brand new this week.
So I'm an astrologer, but I'm also a psychic medium. I do readings. I do love readings with tarot and with astrology. One of my favorite love readings to do is I like to compare charts. It's called synastry or composites. But yeah, I love this week. This week looks beautiful, so everybody knows. But if you ever want to book a reading, you can just go to my website. It's at www.goddessjspiritualreadings.com.
Yeah, beautiful. And we've got our handles at the bottom of the screen, so make sure you're following all of us on Instagram and Facebook. So, okay, what's going on for this week astrologically? You said it was kind of a good week.
It is a really good week, and it's very grounded in earth energy. And I see, I mean, we do have this Uranus in Taurus right now. And, the new moon is hitting that and making a trine, as well as we got Jupiter, we got Mars, all sitting here making a trine with this. And so it's very grounded energy, but it's also, because Uranus is all about making change and erratic change, right? And living to that, your authentic self. It's all about making the steps in a practical way to make that change in your life, being more authentic to you, right? And so, starting off on the 6th with that new moon in Virgo, and that's all about that practicality, right? And making plans and kind of just bringing a grounded energy to our feelings, right? So that we can make those plans without feeling so erratic. Very much earth energy, and it is trine to Uranus, like I was saying. And so just really being aligned with your authentic self and having those grounded feelings to do do what you want. Stand up for yourself. Starting off in the weekend, we had Mars trine Pluto, and that lasts all the way until the 9th on Thursday. And that talks about standing up for yourself and making the changes that you know are necessary, whether cutting off somebody in your life that no longer fits, or, you know, changing a job, right? Leaving a job that no longer fits for you. Or even just a relationship that you have with yourself in the position that you're with, like that negative self-talk, ending that, seeing the changes that you need to make to be more authentic. And then we have on Tuesday, Chiron, which is in Aries right now, is going to be opposite to the Libra Mercury. There are going to be some hurt feelings, so just be careful to really say what you feel. Instead of just saying things to keep the peace. A Libra Mercury often will say things just to risk shaking the boat, right? But there are going to be some hurt feelings unless you are authentic to yourself. And then we do end off the week with Venus and Scorpio on Friday. So we are going to really be making those transformations for the next 4 weeks after that. And yeah, it's very important to be honest about yourself and what you want, right? Because you're going to want it, right? You're going to want it. It's going to come out either way. These changes are happening regardless. So just, yeah, be authentic. Be authentic. Say what you want. Do what you want, because the universe is guiding you in the right direction. Okay. You are being supported. This energy wants you to no longer sit with anything superficial and have that passionate career, that passionate love, the passionate friendships. Yeah, so I think it's a great time. I mean, there's so much love in the air. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention is that we do have Venus trine Jupiter this week, which is such a beautiful energy. You are going to be feeling optimistic and happy and loving. And so this is even a great time if you've had a crush on somebody for a long time and you've been scared to stand up and say something. This is your week. Do it, because you are going to probably have that reciprocated. But yeah, such beautiful energy.
Wow. Okay, so I have a question, and this is going to be self-serving.
Absolutely.
My natal is Scorpio Venus connected. So my love, yeah, Venus is in Scorpio for me in the natal. So, and it does apply if anybody does know their natal chart. So if there's something that's happening in the transit for the week and it's in your natal chart, does that mean, like, if you hear that and you go, oh, that's where my Venus is, does that mean it's more potent, or is it going to hit you harder? Like, does that make a difference?
Well, yeah, because you'll have Venus conjunct Venus as a transit, and it's going to be great for you, especially depending on what house it falls into. But you're going to have all things activated in Venetian nature in that house, right? So more income, or more love, or more beauty, or just getting noticed, or just, you know, everything Venetian's comfortable, right? It's happy, it's love. So
sweet.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm like, is it good? Is it bad? Is it indifferent? Because I would suggest to anybody, if you've never had your astrology chart done, like, go talk to Jasmine. She does sessions all the time. She can usually get you in within 24 hours. And have her take a look at, like, what is your natal placement? Like, what were you born with? Because then when you're listening to these broadcasts or you're going in for sessions, then you'll know, like, oh, I'm hearing that. That's in my chart. Then you'll know that that's going to have some significant energy when that's happening in the collective. Yeah, absolutely. And you're teaching astrology classes right now. I've heard from a couple of your students, and they're having a blast. So are you going to keep offering, teaching people how to read? Okay, perfect.
I love astrology so much. So that is, you know, something I want to do, is to be able to bless others with what, you know, I love. I want them to be able to learn, because it is really fascinating. And you can predict a lot of things with astrology. Just knowing the foundations of it. You can plan your life around it and know when to make those big moves. So yes.
Yeah. And it's always fun. Like, yeah. And it's always fun for those of us that are, like, really sensitive to energy, because I make big, huge life plans. And then I'll talk to somebody like Jasmine, and she'll say, oh yeah, there's all this stuff going on. I'm like, of course it is. Even though I don't know how to, like, read the transits, I rely on astrologers like Jasmine, but then I'm like, oh, what a coinky dink that everything just lined up. So I think it's cool. Oh yeah, so Chrissy's saying right here in the comments, I want to sign up. I can't learn enough about astrology. So I know that you just started another group that you were taking through your astrology classes. When do you plan on starting over with class 1 again?
So I'll have another one in October. I believe it's October 15th.
Perfect. Yeah. And I'll have it in the email blast. If you're on our email list, spiritandspark.com, it'll be out in there. I'll also have it on online calendar at Spirit and Spark. So just keep an eye on that. But October, that's great. Eileen's asking, what kind of astrology do you do?
So I do Western.
Tropical. Okay.
Tropical.
Yeah.
I do know, I've tried to follow both. So with transit, sidereal is supposed to be more accurate, so I will sometimes follow that along, but I do tropical mainly just because I like to do natals, right? And that's how I learned. So
yeah, I love tropical Western charts and like how, you know, it looks like the pie graph and all the placements. I love how they look. Yeah, Vedic looks very different with like their boxes. I'm like, I don't know. There's so much to learn with astrology. So I'm delighted you're going to offer the class again next month. So October is going to be a busy month. I've been telling everybody, I'm like, listen, you've been cruising during the summer and maybe you had a session, maybe you didn't, but you better book your sessions now if you're thinking about getting a reading or getting astrology done. Like September, October, all the way through like March, we're slammed. And it's just a busy time of year for all of us because everyone's wanting to know end of the year, you know, Halloween, you know, what's next year going to be like. And then we go right into Valentine's Day. So if you're thinking about a session, now's the time. And we've got all the information on spiritandspark.com. But make sure you go follow Jasmine on Instagram. And her website is the same as her Instagram, except .com at the end. All right, beautiful. Thanks for jumping on today, Jasmine.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you later. Yeah, you too. So much good information. I'm going to pull a card for you from our Notes from the Universe deck. This is Mike Dooley. I love these cards. Notes from the Universe. If you haven't or you don't follow Mike Dooley, his website is TUT.com. And let's see what card comes up for all of us. It's going to be a big week. It's going to be a big month. There's going to be a lot of changes. Spark Plug members, I talk about how September is going to mirror what has been happening all along in 2021. So make sure you go watch your exclusive video in your member portal for that, okay? So yeah, to connect with myself for a reading, Christina or Jasmine, go to spiritandspark.com and click on request a session. And you can either put in your information, I can help direct you to the right practitioner, or you can just download our practitioner directory on there and do it yourself. Each practitioner manages their own calendar, their own booking. So, which is fun. We have such a great team. I'm so fortunate. Okay, I think we got our card. I saw you jump. Here we go. Oh, and speaking of nurturing. Oh, thanks for joining as a patron of the channel, Chrissy. I appreciate it. Okay, so here is the card we have for this week. And it goes right in alignment, of course, with what we've been talking about. It's always better to give too much, pay too much, and love too much than not enough. But then, since everything comes back to you anyway, can there ever really be too much? I love you too much anyway, the universe, and not just for the karma. So here's the card that we got. And I love this because it's like, do it because you're getting it back and because you want to do something nice for somebody. Basically what I get from this card, it's not just from for the karma. It's like whatever you do, that's the energy you're putting out in the world. And that's what's going to be reflected. You're going to be projecting that. You're going to be manifesting from that. So as it says, never enough. You know, you can't give too much. You can't pay too much. You can't love too much. There's no such thing as doing too much. I love that. So with this message, I would say to you for this week, and with all the nurturing energy, all that Venus, all that beauty, all that grace, all that love and kindness, that warm blanket in Christina's class this week, it's like, how are you going to give more to yourself? How are you going to give more to other people? How are you going to show up in a way that feels kind and gracious? Because that is all over the energy this week with Jasmine's astrological weather, with what I was picking up energetically, what came forward on the card just now, Christina's class. You see how it's all like just divinely orchestrated, that we all three of us did not talk in advance, and we all came with an offering of grace, of nurturing. And so I would highly suggest you tap into that energy this week. Hopefully you're going to go to Christina's class on Thursday. Let me just one more time show you how to redeem that. Again, it's this Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. You get a free class pass. So if you want to share this video with your friends and family, I would appreciate it, just so they can become a part of the Spirit and Spark community, but they also can redeem the free class pass. So go to spiritandspark.com. You're going to click on Contact in the menu. And on the form, you are going to scroll down. And in that form, just put, I want to go to Christina's class. I will connect you with Christina via email, and she'll send you the registration details. You do need to register in advance, and that class is this Thursday, so you don't have much time. So make sure you go claim your free class pass. Again, my show next week will be on Wednesday, the 15th. Lots of stuff going on in my world. I will be posting more Psychic Dallisa on Instagram, so go follow me on there. And yeah, if you're ready for your session, we're ready for you. So go to spiritandspark.com and we'll get started. So thanks, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye.